We train here using positive reinforcement. So an animal does a behavior and then they receive a reward. It's completely voluntary on their part. If they don't want to participate, they're going to get their food later, and they know that. But most of them seem to like to participate, makes them think a little bit, and they have that interaction with their trainers. So animals are trained to shift between dens, shift onto and off exhibit. We have them trained to present their paws, open their mouth, go up so that we can examine their bellies. They will also both present their tails, and through tail presentation we can draw blood. And we're also working on blood pressure with our cats. Not too many zoos are doing it. Under anesthesia, blood pressure is a lot lower than while cats are awake. So it's a good research tactic to be able to obtain this information while they're awake.
All animals are an ambassador for their species, and tigers, I think when our guests come and see them in person, they're just amazed by the size of them, the beauty, just seeing them up close and in person. I think it's really something that inspires anybody and is really amazing.
Idaho Fish and Wildlife had contacted us saying that they had a cub who was found alone and unable to take care of himself, and here at Zoo New England we were happy to provide him with a home. Hand-rearing a puma cub can be very challenging. You want to make sure that they grow at a nice steady growth rate. It's also really important to keep them socialized. Since we didn't have another puma cub for him to interact with, it meant that he had to interact with the staff. So in early December, Blue was transferred here to Stone Zoo once he was weaned off his bottles at the zoo hospital, and he went into the Windows to the Wild exhibit.
Guests were able to see him there as he was just a very small kitten, and growing up, it took a long time for him to even learn how to climb up on the benches that were in there.
He plays with everything. Every leaf that blows into the exhibit, he's out there playing with it.
It's been the most rewarding just seeing him grow from a kitten who needed a lot of attention from us to now being a little bit more independent and acting more like a cat would in the wild.
We have two snow leopards here at Stone Zoo, a male and a female. The male is named Harry, and we have Kira Victoria. They came from two different zoos to the Stone Zoo to breed.
Zoo New England has been a long-time participant in the Species Survival Plan for Snow Leopard, also called an SSP. And its basic goal is to maintain genetic diversity in the species that are in the program.
Snow leopards are listed as endangered. There's an estimated 4,000 to 6,500 individuals left in the wild. They have taken to predating upon livestock, which is one of the reasons why they're endangered, is ranchers and farmers there like to protect their livestock, obviously, and that involves killing snow leopards. They also are poached for their coats.
Zoo New England has been a long-time supporter of the Snow Leopard Trust. Snow Leopard Trust is one of the oldest and largest organizations devoted to conserving snow leopards in their native habitat.
Harry and Kira are ambassadors of their species because the average person in Massachusetts might never see a snow leopard. For people to be able to come here and connect with these two, they're able to connect to the world.